guys, it's Rachel. So today I am doing a product review, and it is a product review that has been requested quite a bit over the last few months. I think ever since I showed it in a haul. And the reason why I think mainly is because this product is probably the only product that is easily available on the market in Australia of its type, and it is the Garnier Miracle Skin Perfector Daily All-in-One BB Cream. So it looks like this, and this is the box that it comes in. Now this product makes quite a few claims, some of which I don't think it lives up to, but I will go into that more as I get into the review. But to begin with, I wanted to sort of read out what the product is supposed to do, what its claims are. So it is supposed to be a daily all-in-one moisturizer, and it instantly perfects skin. It evens complexion, reduces sunspots and imperfections, boosts healthy glow, has tinted 24-hour hydration and UV protection with SPF 15. So that is what it claims, and it is supposed to be an innovation or an innovative product. So it does make quite a few claims, and if you have seen the ads on TV, then you will know that they definitely make this out to be the miracle cream. I necessarily don't think it quite lives up to being a miracle cream, but it definitely does have some positive attributes. So the product comes in light and medium, and I actually have both because I originally bought the medium, realised that it was absolutely the wrong colour for my skin tone, and then I bought the light, which does suit me, and that is the one that I do use. But these are both the bottles, and as you can see, there is pretty much no difference. I can't even find, like, the name is not even actually written on the bottle. So if you had a light and a medium bottle just sitting there, there is no way to actually tell which one is the light and which one is the medium. It is a 50ml bottle, and it comes in a squeeze pack, which I do like. I think that is a definite positive of the product. And it has a flip lid too, which I also enjoy. If you had to screw it off, that I don't like with products, because you can lose the lid and it's extra hand that you need, and it's just generally a pain. So I do like that it has a cap. Other positives of the product is that it does have SPF 15, which I think is great in Australia where the sun is quite harsh. Having at least some SPF in any products that you use on your face is a definite bonus. So I will show you what they look like. On the left hand side here we have the light, and on the right hand side we have the medium. So there isn't a massive difference when you look at the two colours, and I'll blend them out slightly for you just so you can see. This product does blend really, really well. It is quite easy to blend, and as you can see, when it is blended out, the medium colour is significantly darker than the light colour. They both are pink based, which to me is a little bit funny because I thought BB creams were meant to be more yellow based, but maybe that's just me being misinformed. I'm not 100% sure. But in terms of matching to different skin tones, having only the two colours, the light and the medium, are the only two that I'm aware are available, and having them both being quite pink based is going to significantly limit the amount of skin tones that this product suits. So application of the product is quite simple. I simply apply it with my fingers and rub it into my face. It blends quite well. It does feel thicker than your average tinted moisturiser, and it feels a little bit more substantial, but it blends out to quite a light sheer finish, and it doesn't feel thick or cakey on the skin. I would say that this is very, 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 very light coverage. While it does give some extra colour to the skin and may even out the skin tone slightly, you can still see any blemishes that you may have. I can see some of the darker spots on my skin and acne scarring. I still find that that shows through even with the product on, and applying more product doesn't give me more coverage. In terms of availability, it is quite easily available here in Australia. I've seen it in Priceline, Target, Big W and certain chemists, and price is fairly reasonable. I generally see it around the $13 mark. However, I have seen it as low as I think $11 and as high as $15 depending on where you buy it from. But overall it is quite inexpensive in comparison to some other products on the market. I don't think it necessarily lives up to all its claims. I don't think it's necessarily a miracle product, but it does leave my skin with a nice glow, which I do like. However, After a few hours of wearing only this, I did find that I looked a little bit too glowy and was heading towards the oily side. So if you were going to wear this just on its own, I would recommend putting a powder over the top. For me, I use this more underneath foundation, at least during the week when I'm going to work, because I don't feel like it gives me enough coverage. However, on the weekend, if you wanted to just use this and maybe a powder foundation over the top, I think that would give you enough coverage, especially if you don't have to worry about any blemishes or skin imperfections. While I do like the product and I think it is good as a base product, I actually kind of like this a little bit more than some of the tinted moisturizers that I have used recently. I don't think it is as good as the traditional BB creams that come from the Asian makeup brands. That's where this product was traditionally from. As far as I'm aware, I think BB stands for Blemish Balm. However, it didn't hide imperfections the way that I would hope a BB cream would. So overall, I do like the product. Would I repurchase it again? Yes, probably, but I wouldn't purchase it to replace a foundation anyway. It could definitely replace a tinted moisture if that is what you usually use. The moisturization that it gives your skin is quite good, and I do like it for that. I can use this to replace the moisturizer that I would generally put underneath my foundation or whatever products I put on during the day. So I do like that, and it does leave my skin feeling quite smooth when I have the product on. So if you are looking to try a new product for your skin, I do recommend checking out the Garnier BB cream. However, I don't think it is quite at miracle standards just yet. So if I haven't answered any questions that you may have about the product, let me know in the comments below and I will try and get back to you. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think of the product if you've tried it also in the comments below, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye!